Biafra now one love for everybody. Discrimination no go there for Biafra nation. Whether you be big man, big woman, or you be big politician, whether you get money or you no get, now the same law go judge every person. Rule of law for Biafra go stand gidiba. Justice no go crooked for anybody. No mago for Biafra law court. Nobody fit play with your right. Nobody go treat you like nobody. No more suffering and smiling. No more fear of Fulani jihadis. For Biafra, your life go get meaning. Our tomorrow go dey shine. Biafra now our only hope. Biafra now our only hope. Biafra now our only hope. Hope for today, hope for tomorrow. No more pain, no more sorrow. Stand up, make we claim our country. Biafra now our only hope. Now Biafra be our own country. Free education go reach university. No child go miss school because of money. Free medical service go there for community. People no go die again because say you no fit pay hospital bill. Women go born for hospital free of charge. Senior citizens go they get money every month. Biafra government go help you build your house. Better life no go be them say. Good road go cover everywhere. Oh, no transport for land for today. Police go answer fast if you call. Ambulance go reach you once you call them. Fire service no go delay. Security go tight for night and for day. What about water? Drinking water go they run for your house. What about electricity? Lights go there for 24 hours. For Biafra you fit to work out for night and go to work for night without fear, without anybody kidnapping you. Oil and gas, God and everything where they under your land. Now your state people go get them. Anything where they under your ground. Now your people go control them. No ballot snatching, no vote buying, no rigging, no corner. No bribery and corruption. For election time, now one woman, one vote, one man, one vote. Democracy no go be story about that. For Biafra your life go matter. Nobody go kill you and go free. For Biafra, wahala the person don't buy for him head. Justice goes and gidigba, no shaking at all. Listen well, Biafrans everywhere. Biafrans I say, oh yeah. Biafra, Biafra, in exile under the leadership of Prime Minister His Excellency Ogechukwu Nkere. Don't talk and say okay. Biafra government no go gree. Make jihadist terrorists come back Biafra land. That one no fit happen. He no fit happen. He no fit happen at all. Elohim hear the cry from the broken land, from the wounded heart. Nigeria, they bleed, people they cry, tears for the ground, nobody asks why. Over 7,000 souls don't fall every single day. We still they call.
Churches burning, hope fading fast. Since 2009, the pain don't last. 50,000, maybe more. Heaven they count every single soul.
Children without home tonight, mothers praying through the night, fathers lost no strength to fight. Who go stand for what is right?
Stand for love, stand for life. Be the answer in this time. You can have to wipe their tears, you can calm their fears. Give a hand, don't turn away. Be the light in darkest day. Every little you provide keeps us soul alive.
Millions are roaming, nowhere to stay. No food today. Kidnapped voices crying in chains. Silent echoes filled with pain. 19,000 churches gone, but faith still rising.
Holding on,
In the ashes, hope remains. Love can heal the deepest pain.
shelter broken dreams erase. Hungry hearts we can embrace. Let compassion take its place. Now's the time to show His grace. Stand for love, stand for life. Be the answer in this time. You can help to wipe their tears. You can calm their fears. Give a hand, don't turn away. Be the light in darkest day. Every little you provide keeps a soul alive.
Food, water, shelter, hope. You can be the miracle they pray for. You can change a life today. No matter how small it seems, your love can rebuild their dream. Together we can make a way. Keeps us all alive.
More Christians are killed for their faith in Nigeria than anywhere else in the world. Since 2009, Islamic jihadists have murdered more than 50,000 Christians in Nigeria, and more than 20,000 churches, schools, and religious institutions have been destroyed, most burned to the ground. Scores of Christians and several others were kidnapped over Holy Week. Nigerian officials have been, unfortunately, complicit in facilitating these atrocities. At the state level, a dozen Nigerian states implement Islamist blasphemy and Sharia laws. At the federal level, the government looks the other way at Islamist violence. The result is, unsurprisingly, yet more jihadist violence. Last year, I introduced the Nigeria Religious Freedom Account.
For where your hope dead, now for Biafra we get home.
Good morning, Biafrans.
The gospel, Chukwokika must be with us. For any further hesitation, see to offer every prayer to Chukwuabiama who resided in heaven. Therefore, as we always commence, not from today, but from of old, our Father who art in heaven, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us every blessed day. You demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee. All over this very planet that you create are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to you. Your gospel this very evening, this gospel of freedom, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of emancipation, only put mean that this very goal must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit, because we must worship heaven by your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as welled by the bullets of the enemy, darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been touched enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestly is upon our lives every blessed day. That's why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you, to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day. Chukwuabiama binigwe whiter than white and whiter than snow. Oh, Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist. You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood and one flesh of your children, the Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to the of Ibuti. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. Ahadin sosine bigebi rone bigebi. He said, he said, he said,
He said, he said, he said, he said, and he said, wonderful Biafrans, lovers of freedom all over the world. I said, he said to that prayer, a wonderful prayer of Ohamadike I of Biafra land. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still under the custody of the Nigerian terrorist state. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in detention today because of Biafra. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still held in detention today because of Biafra. It will be recalled that our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, was kidnapped from Kenya in 2021 and brought to Nigeria and tried shabbily and was sentenced to life imprisonment. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not commit any crime. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was fighting for the freedom of the Biafran people, and he's still fighting for the freedom of his people. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have witnessed the war. He was born, I think, into the civil war. He knows the pains that his people went through. Incidentally, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is such a special being that even his peers, his groups, his age mates that were born through that process, that have seen the atrocities the world against France, it's only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that is now exceptional standing and saying that we, the Biafran, must be free. And because of that, he is being punished for standing for Biafra. He is being punished for fighting for your freedom. I'm fighting for my freedom. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went around Biafran territories, educating our people on the need for us to come together, having a unity of purpose to fight. A lot of people did not understand him. A lot of people did not believe on him. A lot followed him for what they are to gain, to support it. That the Kanu is fighting a just cause. And because of his stand, and because of we know, we understand, we believe, we trust on him, we followed him to help him, to support him for the quest for the freedom of the. That support for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a lot of people paid the ultimate price. A lot of families lost their loved ones. A lot of children lost their parents in the hands of the Nigerian government, who never wanted us to be free, who have intimidated and harassed Biafrans for standing up to fight for what is right. The Nigerian government tried to eliminate Biafrans, eliminated a lot of Biafrans as well. They tried to eliminate the Arab Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In 2017, they went to kill him at his home, and God saved his life. Nigeria devised every means to stop Biafra agitation. They labeled IPOB, the group under which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a leader. They labeled IPOB a terrorist organization or a terrorist group. And the process of a killing of our people started. At Aba High School, our people were killed. Biafrans were massacred. At Eleme, Biafrans were fell down like their lives never matter. And Oji River, before this time, Peter Obi and his likes took the life of Biafrans. And you ask yourself, these wanton killings and destruction of Biafrans' properties, what might have been the reason why Nigeria never wanted Biafra to come? Why is Nigeria so much high-handedly using a sledgehammer, looking for flies to kill, being so rigid and so brutal on the Biafran people? This should have been something that Biafrans should ask themselves. Biafrans who are reasonable enough should be able to reflect back and ask themselves these questions. Why, anytime we rise up, why, anytime we talk about Biafra, why, anytime somebody speaks about Biafra, Nigerian government comes for him? There is something so special, so spectacular, so interesting about Biafra that is making Nigeria never wanting us to be free. That is a fact. And that thing is embedded in you. That thing is embedded in I. That thing is embedded in every Biafran that lives on this planet Earth. God had blessed us with every human resources and natural resources and knowledge in order to develop, even where there seems to be no development, in order to thrive, even where thriving is difficult, in order to prosper, even where prosperity is hard. But God embedded in us in that. And the people of Nigeria, they saw the light in us. And the reason they don't want us to be free is because they don't want that light to shine. They don't want that light to come. They understand that when we are free, we will outshine the rest of the world, especially in Africa. That is why the Nigerian government and their supporters and the apologists are trying everything to make sure that we are not free. That is why they sentenced Mazin Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment. That is why they went to Finland and is detaining Simon Ekpa 6 years in order to see if they can quench that light that want to shine. But dear friends, do you really understand that you have a light in you? Do you really understand that that light will only shine when Biafra comes? Do you really understand that you can prosper only when Biafra is fully restored? Do you understand the fact that you can only attain your potential when you are in the land of our ancestors, the land that your umbilical cord was buried, the land that your parents left for you, the land that is blessed by God himself, the land that God have destined to be great? Do you really understand that? If you understand that, then I wish you can follow me to this journey. I wish you can understand this very well and know that that land is about to manifest, that the promises of God is about to come to pass in that land. And God have fashioned a way, have designed a government, have designed people that will make it a reality. Are you among those to make this Biafra a reality? Are you among those that will make Biafra to come? Or are you among those who are part of Nigerian government that is being used to fight against the emergence of Biafra? We are going to talk about that now. So I welcome you this morning, and I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your location and depending on your time. My name is David Nana, the questionnaire, and I'm coming to you live from my location. So, aṅụ na nkwụ na ngwọ na-abịa. Biafra.
Biafra go be one kind, beautiful country. Everybody will be Biafran to enjoy freedom. Fine, fine country, beautiful nation. With Biafran constitution, everybody go be equal. For Biafra now one love for everybody. Discrimination no go there for Biafra nation. Whether you be big man, big woman, or you be big politician, whether you get money or you no get, now the same law go judge every person. Rule of law for Biafra go stand gidiba. Justice no go crooked for anybody. No mago for Biafra law courts. Nobody fit play with your right. Nobody go treat you like nobody. No more suffering and smiling. No more fear of Fulani, Biafra. Your life go get meaning. Or tomorrow go dey shine. Biafra now our only hope. Biafra now our only hope. Biafra now our only hope. Hope for today, hope for tomorrow. No more pain, no more sorrow. Stand up, make we claim our country. Biafra now our only hope. Now Biafra be our own country. Free education go reach university. No child go miss school because of money. Free medical service go there for community. People no go die again because say you no fit pay hospital bill. Women go born for hospital free of charge. Senior citizens go they get money every month. Biafra government go help you build your house. Better life no go be them say, them say. Good road go cover everywhere. Order transport for land, for rail and for air go there. Police go answer fast, fast if you call them. Ambulance go reach you once you call them. Fire service no go delay. Security go tight for night and for day. What about water? Drinking water go they run for your house. What about electricity? Lights go there for 24
you so much. Thank you so much. I hope you can hear me. I hope everybody can hear me. Please, if you just join us, please share and share and share. You can write a comment so that we can appreciate where you are listening from. We can appreciate you anywhere that you are watching us from. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining, for being part of this broadcast this morning. Very, very important. We need to do what we need to do. We have a lot and a lot to show this morning, and we have a lot.
Anything where they under your ground, now your people go control them.
So this music is very, very, very beautiful. This music is beautiful, all for the sake of Biafra, promoting Biafra to the world. So if you are joining us, from, please share. Tag a lot of people. While I welcome you, welcome others as well. Very, very important. Today, the topic I want us to treat is the reasons for the purported 100 men. What our leader, Mazin Nandekano, said. Let me play you what leader Mazin Nandekano said. Because it is very, very important when somebody is telling you about 100 men issue, or you have to go back and reflect on what our led about 100 men. Very, very, very important.
Good morning. Good morning to you, please. Your name and where you're calling us from, if you may.
So I want you to pay very close attention to the questions and to the response that Mazin Nandekano gave. Our leader, Mazin Nandekano, was on a live broadcast. After making series of broadcasts, and after Mazin Nandekano spoke about the Biafran issue, our leader has continued to preach, continue to educate our people why we need to be free, why we have to come together as a people and fight for our freedom. During the process of all his broadcasts, one of his broadcasts, he said that he needed 100 men. These 100 men to fight for freedom, to fight for freedom. And you ask yourself, what is the composition of these men? How are these men known? How can you know these 100 men? What is their antecedent? What is their portfolio? What are they supposed to do? How will you recognize these men when you see them? What is their duty? What will be their responsibility in relation to Biafran restoration? Is it 100 men? Because if our leader was asking for, I need 100 men to come out for freedom, believe you me, our leader will get more than millions. But when he said marry men, he never meant passers-by. He never meant people who want to make money. He never said people who want to make fame, who want to, enjoy themselves. He never meant people who want to gossip. He never meant people who are here to destroy. He meant people who are committed, who are resolute, who are hardcore, who were born, who were chosen before they were born, who know what it means to be free, people who can commit everything committable, people who can sacrifice everything sacrificable for their freedom. He responded to that question on several occasions, but I want you to listen because it is very, very important. It is very, very important. When our leader was asked about this issue of 100 men, I want you to listen very, very attentive.
Nonsense we are putting to an end, and we must continue to do so. And that is the nonsense we are putting to an end. That caller who happens to be on Skype, give us your name and where you're calling from, please.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, please. Your name and where you're calling us from, if you may.
I am Men.Brgie from Johannesburg.
From Johannesburg as well. The second caller today from South Africa. Please go ahead.
There is a question I have here.
Ask it.
Like from one of your previous broadcasts, you said that you need about 100 men from Biafra land. To join you.
And I have a shocking news for you. In all the years that we have been agitating for the freedom, I have not found up to 15 people who are the way that we are, who are willing to sacrifice everything sacrificable without a meeting. We are going to make very serious enough, I can assure you. So if you are one of those who are prepared, I want you to, the analogy, the simplest analogy is like the disciples that followed Yeshua in the New Testament. Yeshua said to them, you must abandon everything. Everything, even those of you who are fishers of men, you must abandon everything you're doing and come and follow this very ministry. Come and join this very gospel. That is the mindset our people will need to have. It doesn't matter how poor you are, how wealthy you are. You must be prepared. I'm not asking you in the physical to abandon everything you're doing, but in the spirit, your mindset has to be such that you are willing and prepared to abandon everything in life and to sacrifice anything sacrificable to get Biafra. Those are the people we are looking for. That is the 100 we're talking about. So there are some people who serve IPOB in various capacities. We have officers, both junior and senior. That doesn't mean they meet this criteria. This criteria is meant for the Let me not say it live on air. But when the time comes, you know. And thank you very much for your question. I welcome it and I love it. Thank you very, very much.
Did you hear it? Did you hear what our leader said about these 100 men? I will play it once again. And I want you to listen very much attentively. Very, very much attentively. What Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said about these 100 men. He said it's not people in physical. It's not, you don't want you to abandon what you are doing in physical as a group, as a group. No. These are people who are genuine in spirit. These are people who are ready to sacrifice everything. I said everything. And he said that in the whole time, in the whole years that he has been broadcasting, fighting for Biafra, that even those who are among the IPOB hierarchy, those who are calling themselves hardcores, that he has not found even 10, even 15, even 50 people among them, because none of them have met the criteria of 100 men. It's something for you to not do it again, because very, very
From one of your
And I have a shocking news for you. In all the years that we have been agitating for the freedom of our people, I have not found up to 50 people who are the way that we are, who are willing to sacrifice everything sacrificable to make sure that Biafra is restored, without enmity, without rancor, without greed, without jealousy, without any personal interest. We have been fighting for years. I'm telling you, in all my life, I have not come across up to 15 people that will do anything for Biafra. Never, I have not. And Chukwukika Biama said, until there are 100 of you, nothing will happen. I need minimum 100 of you that can dedicate and give anything for Biafra, and then you see Biafra come. Then we are pushing for that and praying for that. And this year, we are going to make very serious inroads, that I can assure you. So if you are one of those who are prepared, I want you to, the analogy, the simplest analogy is like the disciples that followed Yeshua in the New Testament. Yeshua said to them, you must abandon everything. Everything, even those of you who are fishers of men, you must abandon everything you're doing and come and follow the ministry. Come and join this very gospel. That is the mindset our people will need to have. It doesn't matter how poor you are, how well you must be prepared. I'm not asking you in the physical to abandon everything you're doing, but in the spirit, your mindset has to be such that you are willing and prepared to abandon everything in life and to sacrifice anything sacrificable to get there. Those are the people we are looking for, the 100 we're talking about. So there are some people who serve IP in various capacities. We have officers, both junior and senior. That doesn't mean they meet this criteria. This criteria is meant for the, I don't know, let me not say it live on air, but when the time comes, you know. And thank you very much for your question. I welcome it and I love it. Thank you.
So thank you so much. You have listened to our leaders' broadcast and our response on the 100 men. And I believe you now understand when our leader said he need 100 men. I believe you now understand the reason behind the 100 men and the composition of such men. The men shouldn't be the male sort of, but the both sexes, men and women. So, having listened to Mazin Nandekano describe the kind of 100 men that he needs, that he wants, that he requires for Biafran Restoration Project, please, I want you to share this message. Having listened to Mazin Nandekano description, listen to Mazin Nandekano description about the 100 men. Having listened to Mazin Nandekano's description, our leader's description about the 100 men, then I want you to understand that our leader Mazin Nandekano was not looking for physical 100 men to complement what he's doing. The men that are 100 men need to be committed towards freedom. They must be men of unquestionable character. They must be men who are ready to go through any length for Biafra to be restored. They are men who are ready to damn the of one Nigeria and speak and fight and support anything that will make Biafra to be restored. They are men who are ready to fund, to confront the enemies of our freedom. They are men who are ready to go to Washington, D.C. to support every effort that is being made for Biafran restoration. The men that he talked about are not those, are not gossipers. He did not talk about backbiters. He did not talk about propagandists. He is not talking about those who are going to come and line up and join and say, I am 100 men. No. So when you listen to the next video I am going to play, I want you to compare it to the video of our leader on the 100 men mantra, the people that he needed for Biafra to be restored.
Okay. Okay. Good morning, lovers of freedom. My name is ENEMITY, to the 15th of March 2026. I've been in Sokoto since on the 13th of March 2026 to consult with my client Mazen Namdekano. And I'm happy to announce we had very fruitful discussions, and there will be so many emerging issues to be handled and to be treated in a very short while. There will be established a 100-man committee, a 100-man committee that will be in charge of so many things to come. A 100-man committee will be headed by Mazen Namdekano himself, and there will be other deputies to assist him in head 100-man committee. And I want to tell us that he is of high spirit despite the incarceration, and he has told us that we must remain one at all times. We must maintain focus. We must be united at all times. He also expressed his thank you to the governor of Abia State for being a very democratic man, for not interfering with the rally to release him, for not interfering with the fundamental rights of people who came in to rally for the release of Mazen Namdekano. So the governor will thank you, the legal team will thanks you. You have done well. You have acted as if you are not a Nigerian politician. You acted like an American politician who believes in the human right of people. We thank you, God will bless you. And by the grace of God, with the good works you are doing in Abia State, you are likely going to have a second term. And I want to thank all those who are assisting one way or the other to see that Mazen Namdekano is free. We want to thank you. Be steadfast in your pursuit for justice. Be steadfast in your pursuit for love. Be steadfast in your pursuit for freedom. God will help us. And as I bid you farewell from the Sultan Abubakar III, Sultan Abubakar III Airport, I want to say thank you. Yes, I want to say also thank you to Shore, Sahid, and all to rally. You see, the funny thing is that Shore, Sahid, and all the others, they are not Igbos. They are Yorubas, but they believe in the struggle for freedom. They believe in the independence of people. They believe in self-determination. Not all those who are scared of the freedom of other people. So we thank those committees. We thank those who came in from Lagos, from the Urobo Biafra. We thank all of you for.
You have listened to one of the lawyers of our Mazen Namdekano called Nnemeka Ejiofor. Nnemeka Ejiofor in this video is telling you, Nnemeka Ejiofor in this video is telling us that Mazen Namdekano constituted a 100-man committee. A 100-man committee. This is coming from Nnemeka Ejiofor. And having listened to this Nnemeka Ejiofor, you listen to Mazen Namdekano when he said he needed 100 men, right? You listen to Mazen Namdekano when he told you the characteristics of these 100 men. What is needed from these 100 men? I want to ask you, in comparison to what Nnemeka Ejiofor said here, did you see anything that you are going to say similarity? It is in accordance with what Mazen Namdekano talked about. Is it in accordance, in agreement with the composition of the 100 men that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talked about. You listen to Nneka Ejiofor, the presentation of the 100 men mantra. He told you Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is constituting a 100 men committee. Why did they call it 100? Why? Why was he so specific about 100 men? He didn't call it another committee. He said it's 100 men and it's being constituted by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, right? That is what I. You so that listen to it once again.
Opening all of us of freedom. My name is Nneka Ejiofor, one of the lawyers to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Today is the 15th of March, 2026, to consult with my client Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I'm happy to announce to us that fruitful discussions, and there will be so many emerging issues to be handled in a very short while. There will be established a 100-man committee, a 100-man committee that will be in charge of so many things to come. The 100-man committee will be headed by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself, and there will be other deputies to assist him in heading this 100-man committee. And I want to tell us that he is of high spirit despite the incarceration, and he has told us that we must remain one at all time. We must maintain focus at all time. We must. He also expressed his thank you to the governor of Abia State for being a very democratic man, for not interfering with the rally to release him, for not interfering with the fundamental rights of people who came in to rally for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you, God will bless you. And by the grace of what you are doing in Abia State, we are likely going to have a second term. And I want to thank all those who are assisting one way or the other to see that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is free. We want to thank you. Be steadfast in your pursuit for justice. Be steadfast in your pursuit for love. Be steadfast in your pursuit for freedom. God will help us. And as I bid you farewell from the Sultan Abubakar III, Sultan Abubakar III Airport, I want to say thank you. Yes, I want to say also thank you to Shore, Sahid, and all those who came in to rally. You see, the funny thing is that Shore, Sahid, and all the others, they are not Igbos. They are Yorubas, but they believe in the struggle for freedom. They believe in the independence of people. They believe in self-determination. Not all those who are scared of the freedom of other people. So we thank those committees. We thank those who came in from Lagos, from the Urobo, Biafra. We thank all of you for.
You have listened to him once again, and he said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be in charge of this committee. He's going to have other deputies in that committee. But when you listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, in the composition of these 100 men, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told us that these are men who are going to sacrifice everything sacrificable Nnemeka Ejiofor, Aloy Ejimako, they knew, even when he was, thanking Showore, he was part of that process. But our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, said he wants people who are going to damn the consequences and stand upright and stand committed towards their freedom. Position of 100 men. It is quite unfortunate, but I have to tell you, the 100 men that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was talking about in the video that he made in the broadcast is not in this composition of the 100 men that they tell you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is bringing together from prison. Yes, this is just the fact, and this is just the truth. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu specifically told us the kind of men that are making up these 100 men. He tell you that Kanu is going to be in the 100 men. He did not tell you that Ifeanyi Aloy Ejimako will be in the 100 men. Nnemeka Ejiofor will be in the 100 men. And all these saboteurs who have sabotaged the freedom of our people be on the 100 men. No, this is not the 100 men that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talked about in the broadcast that I just played. So then you ask yourself, then what is the reason for these 100 men that they are talking about? I tell you, I know the reason of the 100 men, that this Nnemeka, Aloy Ejimako, and all these people who are fallen angels. More importantly, those who sent petition to Finland against Mazi Simon Ekpanjoko, who is 100% qualified among the 100 men that he's talking about. These people are now in position and in composition of that 100 men. The men that fought the real men in 100 men, they are the ones now who are telling you that they are the 100 men that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was talking about. So I want us to understand that the 100 men Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talked about are different from the 100 men that Aloy Ejimako and Nnemeka Ejiofor is telling you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is assembling from Sokoto. In the first instance, I want to tell you, Biafrans, the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was brought back to Nigeria, was kidnapped from Sokoto, is to stop Biafra, right? Good. The reason why they jail him for over life imprisonment is for him not to even come out and smell outside again. Maybe he's going to die in prison, right? And the reason everybody cried foul, everybody was shouting, oh, where Omoto show us the law. You could not convince Mazi Nnamdi Kanu any case against our leader. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu committed no crime in Nigerian soil, not even in British soil. So the purported life imprisonment was based on non-existent law, and that life imprisonment cannot stand. Now, what they are looking at, Nigerian government is looking at something that they are going to hold, to retry Mazi Nnamdi Kanu if it is possible. And that is why these lawyers, the legal team of our leader, who have failed woefully, yes, all the legal team, both from the Genesis to Revelation, failed woefully. Let me tell you the reason for 100 men that you see them talking about now. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, was still going to court, the legal team were making a lot of money from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case, because they are the ones who are directly into Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and going to visit him. Believe you me, most of these men have built mansions in their communities, even in Abuja and Lagos. All of them, from Nnemeka to Aloy Ejimako, they are living large, they are living big. You know why? The Nigerian government understands so much that these people speaks with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Okay? So, and the IPOB Nigeria and all those who are, who are sentimental about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu issue, we are pumping money to them. If you want to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, oh, they will tell you, buy this thing for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, buy this thing for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I say greetings. They will give them 20 million, 10 million, 5 million. They will liaise with them, discuss with them. Oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, tell him, send his greetings and use this one for your transportation. Use this one to, when you are going, and use this one to buy things for your family. The Nigerian government, we are using all the politicians in the southeast to feed all these lawyers who are going to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and all this purported postponement of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cases. Every day they are going to court, every day they are going to court, and they did not come out with anything tangible from the court that they were going. It got to a point that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now decided to defend himself, because these people were actually doing nothing that is beneficial, that is going to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They were all working cahoots with the Nigerian government, with the Nigerian, because making money. They were making money out of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case. And if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released, their money making machine will now stop. So that is why when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was sentenced and jailed and sent to Sokoto, people who were so sympathetic about the cause of our leader, some people now saw pedals, and the money was not coming as it used to come, because their promises was that, oh, they are telling politicians, all those who have genuine heart for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are giving them money to do everything, file every paper, do this, do that, to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come out and they will not jail him. Now that that action failed, because they were actually milking people of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case, wanted to prevent a scenario where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is jailed, now turned back. They subpedaled. They are no longer giving them money that they used to give them before, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had been sent to prison. So which money are they going to give to them? They are not getting money. They are not servicing their houses. They are not servicing their cars. They are not servicing their trips to London, to America, and to build all manner of houses all over Nigeria. They are no longer getting money how they used to get money. So what do they now reverse to? They now went to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and advised Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, this is your case. They have jailed you, but we have to do something. We need money to fight this. We need money to do this. We need money to we need money to the US. Avid will come and bring money. Rising Sun will come and bring money. And they now devised a means to make sure that Biafrans are contributing money for them. The way that they can do that is to search men and understand that about 100 men, and they understand that Biafrans will applaud that 100 men. Biafrans will embrace it. Biafrans will like it, and Biafrans will be like. That was why they now come up with that suggestion. Oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, in order for us to raise money, let us use practically these 100 men. Let us bring it in practical terms, so that we will bring people who come into that and be able to donate this kind of we want. That is the only way we can raise money to fight for your appeal, to fight for your defense, and be able to make sure that we'll see if Nigerian government can overturn that decision that they made on you. This is how these people came about the 100 men group. The 100 men that they tell you, oh, everybody should belong to the 100 men, so that you come and donate money to. They are using that money to fight for Biafra. They are using that money for Mazin Nnamdi legal. They are telling you to bring money into that 100 men. That is the only reason why these people are talking about 100 men. Otherwise, the last time I checked, Mazin Nnamdi type of 100 men are men who are going to stand for Biafra, are men who are ready to sacrifice everything sacrificable. Go now and find out those who are in that 100 men. Go. All those saboteurs in Biafran territory are now joining the 100 men. Kanu is part of the 100 men. If you don't know, Osaji is part of the 100 men. Achebe will be part of the 100 men. Tanworu may be part of the 100 men. That woman may be part of the 100 men. Raphael Ajere will be part of the 100 men. These are the same people. You can't get Iruago. Don't be surprised. You can't get Iruago may 100 men. As long as you have money to contribute to that group, you are men. Remember, these are the same people who went to Finland, who wrote petition against Simon Ekpa, who is an acclaimed 100 men and disciple of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, who is actually fighting with all his heart like Mazin Nnamdi Kanu to restore Biafra. They wrote petition against him. They measured that Simon Ekpa and detain him up to today. It's the same people that are telling you that they are 100 men. They are the people that detained Mazi Simon Ekpa and Joku. So, my wonderful Biafrans and lovers of freedom, the 100 men mantra are those who have come to destroy Biafran restoration. These are the people that you see that is making noise about 100 men in ritual. 100 men that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu talked about are spiritual 100 men, not physical. You will see them, but you don't know that they belong to. They are the hardcores. The 100 men are the hardcores, the Biafrans, who are ready to sacrifice like Mazin Nnamdi Kanu sacrificed, who are ready to fund like Ogechukwu Nkere is funding without complaining. These are the 100 men that is needed for Biafra. So I want you to understand this. The people that they are telling you are 100 men, they are actually the enemies of Biafra. I'm ready to tell you, and I'm happy to tell you, that in 2023, in 2019, the Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. 2 years later, the men that were ready to sacrifice everything about Biafra started joining the autopilot movement. Why do I say that? Immediately, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. A lot of Biafrans were supporting and following Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, who knew where the monies of IPOB, the donation that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, the composition of the IPOB group, the leadership of IPOB that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu constituted. Immediately, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped from Kenya. They tried to destroy everything that had to do with Biafra. They started taking money that were meant for the freedom of Biafra. They started closing accounts. They started embezzlement of funds that were actually meant for Biafran restoration. The same people that said they wanted Biafra, they knew that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu understand that even in the broadcast, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu said that he has checked since he started broadcasting. He has not found up to 50 people, not even 15, not even 20 people who he can boast of being among the 100 men that he was looking for. So when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, it really brought about the people who were following him, but were not actually part and parcel of the Biafran Restoration Project. It really exposed those who came for what they can benefit from Biafra. It exposed those who came for position. It exposed those who came for selfish interests rather than Biafra. It also brought about the 100 genuine men that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was speaking about. Simon Ekpanjoku came on board. Ogechukwu Nkere came. Snow came on board. All the Biafran cabinet members and women were on board. Emenike, Minister Emenike from North and South America came on board. Minister Love came on board. Mazi Oke came on board. Eunice came on board. Tutos came on board. Nonso came on board. Stella came on board. What about Free Energy Tech came on board? Veteran Dragon came on board. There are lots and lots. Mighty Dot came on board. Lot and lot of Biafrans came on board for this Biafra restoration project. Because the reason why I'm telling you people that came on board was that these were the people who supported Mazi Simon Ekpa, who stood with Simon Ekpa when the boat was rocking. Let me go and show you, because if I say it off heart, I may make some mistakes. I am telling you the composition of those who came on board as a result of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's broadcast for 100 men. People who came on board were so numerous. People who came on board as a result of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's incarceration, people who were supporting Mazi Simon Ekpa and Joko, people who understood that there is need to sacrifice everything for Biafra to be restored. These are the people that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was talking about when he was referring for 100 men. Okay? These are the people that he was talking about. I heard them talk about 100 men. I want you to know that the 100 men are already there. Onyenyene came on board. Betty Ford came on board. Tottiville came on board. Stanley came on board. Emeka Oragu came on board. Chinye A came on board. Nsi McTony came on board. Eddie Demowana came on board. Mazi Onwuka came on board. Stella came on board. I am really on board. Nero Boy came on board. Sister Uni board. Biafra came on board. Nko Denaba also came on board. Rage and Fury came on board. Okay? Mary Tam also came on board. Onyedikachi came on board. These are people who are among the 100 men. Okute, Mazi Okute came on board. My governor came on board. Onyeze came on board. African Les on board. Italy, they came on board. Mazi Ofobike came on board. Newton came on board. Akpaga came on board. Mowuba Chibuike came on board. Juliana Mary came on board. Mwibo came on board. Okigwe State admin Mary David came on board. Akajiofo came on board. Echefuna came on board. Benjamin came on board. Deb Romanus came on board. Ayochukwu Asiebu came on board. Mazi Ikuku came on board. I am talking about not even those. I want you to men and women. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was telling you about them and women that he led Biafra to be restored about. Onuke came on board. Ikonso came on board. Biafra License Sweden came on board. Juliet came on board. Adoma came on board. Came on board. Samson Kelo came on board. James Okoji came on board. Mary Camp came on board. COA. These are men in the homeland. These are men in the diaspora. I am talking all the men that are following Biafran Republic government in exile in the homeland. All of them came on board as a result of the 100 men that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was looking for when Simon Ekpa, our prime minister, took charge of the restoration of Biafra. That was when the 100 men started joining the freedom. These 100 men are in Biafran Republic government in exile. These men are in Biafran Republic government in exile. Today, anybody that is not in Biafran Republic government in exile, I am sorry, you are not among the 100 men that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was talking about. So these 100 physical that you people are talking about, they are not. They are people who really want to make money out of Biafran Restoration Project. Amaka Joyce was among the 100 men. Blaze, are you? Nonye, you are among the 100 men. Kashmir, Opera, these are 100 men, solid men and women that Chukwu Okike Abiama chose. Chukwumezi Eche, Abigail, Nenaya Italy. These are men. Love, our sister. What about Bishop Comfort? Huh? These are men and women. When they speak, when they talk, you hear the commitment, the tenacity, the consistency in what they are saying. These are men and women who are ready, committed for Biafran Restoration Project. They are committed for Biafran Restoration Project. They are not here to look at faces. They are not here to make money for themselves. They are here to make sure that Biafra is restored. They have given it they are committed to make they support every action and activity for Biafran restoration project. A lot and lot of them are in Biafran Republic government. I could not mention all of them. I wish I have the total list of them. All these men and women, all these men stop Biafra. Because if you are in front government in I want you to understand that Chukwu Okike Abiama you to restore Biafra. You are among the 100 men that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has spoken about. The men that I mentioned, women, I want you to understand that you are among the 100 men choosing for Biafra restoration. Very important. Very, very important. I want you to understand that you are among those who are choosing for Biafran restoration. So when you hear anybody telling you about 100 men in prison, about 100 men that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said you should create a group for people are making out of Biafran restoration project. They are making money out of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So when the money is not coming again, when the money is no longer coming, they have now resorted into establish this 100-men group so that they will be taking money. When you look at this picture, these men and women are ready to campus in 2025. The first congressional hearing in Biafra. These men that you see here, these women that you see here, they are ready to commit everything committable to make sure that Biafra is fully restored. These are the 100 men and women. These are among the 100 men and women that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was so vocal about, that spoke about. The last time I checked, the 100 men are not people who are gossipers, are not noisemakers. The 100 men are not people to come and start fighting against restoration. The 100 men and women are people who have seen the vision for Biafra, who are committed towards Biafran restoration project. These are the 100 men. If you don't find yourself in Biafran Republic government in exile, you are not among the 100 men. I am sorry to say that, but that is a fact. Because it is only in Biafran government in exile that you can see the level of commitment, the level of consistency, the level of self-sacrifice that Biafra. How many of you can work 3 jobs, 2 jobs, 3? On every Saturday, you are committing 1 or 2 money to make sure that Biafrans are free. The likes of Mazi Emenike, every day they commit their finances to make sure that Biafra is fully restored. You don't see them make noise. You don't see them come on social media. They do it with all amount of zeal and commitment towards this freedom. Obi Chicago, they are there. The men and women that God have chosen for our restoration, they are in this group. Not people that come from anywhere. You find the sabos, you find the backstabbers, you find the snitchers. Mandena Mandena Roroaka. That is the people that Nemeke Ejiofor and Aloy Ejima are calling and telling you that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu needed 100 men from detention. Who told you that? Who can ever believe Mazin Nnamdi Kanu that told you that I need men who are committed, who can give in their all, who can sacrifice everything sacrificable for Biafra to be restored? These are the men that our leader Mazin Nnamdi Kanu was talking about. These are the men that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu was talking about. The men that you see in Biafran Republic government in exile. They are the men. They are the people. They are the real that our leader was about 100 men. Let me play it again.
So I have another caller who happens to be on Skype. Give us your name. I'm calling from me.
Me, the laptop is giving me and
Okay.
And we must continue to do so. I have another caller who happens to be on Skype. Give us your name and where you're calling from, please.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, please. Your name and where you're calling us from, if you may.
I'm Men.Brgie from Johannesburg.
From Johannesburg.
okay. It's really not a good please, I still use this opportunity to appeal to Biafrans. I need a new laptop because this one is disturbing me. You can see what is actually playing out. Please, please, and please, it's my appeal on Biafrans. Our government is so rich. I don't want you to misunderstand me. Our government is so rich and our government is doing a lot of things. So I can't start bothering the government for that. I believe Biafrans are capable. They can help me with it. So thank you so much.
Nonsense we're putting to an end. And we must continue to do so. I have another caller who happens to be on Skype. Give us your name and where you're calling from, please.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, please. Your name and where you're calling us from, if you may.
I am Men.Brgie from Johannesburg.
From Johannesburg as well. The second caller today from South Africa. Please go ahead.
There's a question I have here.
Ask it.
Like, from one of your previous broadcasts, you said that you need about 100 men from Biafra land to join you in this struggle.
Yes.
So I've been wondering within myself since then, trying to know what kind of men are the men that you need.
The type of men we need are those who are pure at heart, loving Biafra with all their being, willing to sacrifice anything sacrificable for the restoration and the sustenance of Biafra. People who will gladly give anything, I say anything, to ensure that Biafra is restored. And I have a shocking news for you. In all the years that we have been agitating for the freedom of our people, I have not found up to 15 people who are the way that we are, who are willing to sacrifice everything sacrificable to make sure that Biafra is restored, without enmity, without rancor, without greed, without jealousy, without any personal interest. We have been fighting for years. I'm telling you, in life, I have come across up to 15 people that will do anything for Biafra. Never, I have not. And Chukwukika Biama said, until there are 100 of you, nothing will happen. I need minimum 100 of you that can dedicate and give anything for Biafra, and then you see Biafra come. Then we are pushing for that. I'm praying for that. And this year, we are going to make very serious inroads, that I can assure you. So if you are one of those who are prepared, the analogy, the simplest analogy is like the disciples that followed Yeshua in the New Testament. Yeshua said to them, you must abandon everything. Everything, even those of you who are fishers of men, you must abandon everything you're doing and come and follow this very ministry. Come and join this very gospel. That is the mindset our people will need to have. It doesn't matter how poor you are, how wealthy you are. You must be prepared. I'm not asking you in the physical to abandon everything you're doing, but in the spirit, your mindset has to be such that you are willing and prepared to abandon everything in life and to sacrifice anything sacrificable to get Biafra. Those are the people we are looking for. That is the 100 we're talking about. So there are some people who serve IPOB in various capacities. We have officers, both junior and senior. That doesn't mean they meet this criteria. Criteria is meant for the, and we must continue to do so. I have another caller who happens to be on Skype. Give us your name and where you're calling from, please.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, please. Your name and where you're calling us from, if you may.
I am Men.Brgie from Johannesburg.
From Johannesburg as well. The second caller today from South Africa. Please go ahead.
There's a question I have here.
Ask it.
Like, from one of your previous broadcasts, you said that you need about 100 men from Biafra land to join you in this struggle.
Yes.
So I've been wondering within myself since then, trying to know what kind of men are these men that you need.
The type of men we need are those who are pure at heart, loving Biafra with all that being, willing to sacrifice anything sacrificable for the restoration and the sustenance of Biafra. People who will gladly give anything, I say anything, to ensure that Biafra is restored. And I have a shocking news for you. In all the years that we have been agitating for the freedom of our people, I have not found up to 15 people who are the way that we are, who are willing to sacrifice everything sacrificable to make sure that Biafra is restored, without enmity, without greed, without jealousy, without any personal interest. We have been fighting for years. I'm telling you, in all my life, I have not come across up to 15 people that will do anything for Biafra. Never, I have not. And Chukwu Kikama said, until there are 100 of you, nothing will happen. I need minimum 100 of you that can dedicate and give anything for Biafra, and then you see Biafra come. Then we are pushing for that and praying for that. And this year, we are going to make very serious inroads, that I can assure you. So if you are one of those who are prepared, I want you to, the analogy, the simplest analogy is like the disciples that followed Yeshua. New Testament. Yeshua said to them, you must abandon everything. Everything, even those of you who are fishers of men, you must abandon everything you're doing and come and join this very gospel. That is the mindset that people will need to have. It doesn't matter how poor you are, how wealthy you are, you must be prepared. I'm not asking you in the physical to abandon everything you're doing, but in the spirit, your mindset has to be such that you are willing and prepared to abandon everything and sacrifice anything sacrificable. People we are looking for, that is 100%. So there are some people who serve IPOB in various capacities. We have officers, both junior and senior. That doesn't mean they meet this criteria. This criteria is meant for the, I don't know, let me not say it live on air, but when the time comes, you know. And thank you very much for your question. Welcome it, and I love it. Thank you very, very much.
Men have been
The Nigerian War,
by our leader,
also known as the Biafran, remains one of the most misunderstood conflicts in African history. For decades, this war has been framed as a simple fight to keep Nigeria together, or a struggle caused by action. But in reality, it's more profit-driven than most history books admit. From mid-1967 till early 1970, what seemed to have begun as a political disagreement turned into an international tragedy, becoming the war with the second highest death toll of all conflicts. In all, more than 2 million people, mostly civilians, lost their lives through violence, starvation, and disease as the Nigerian government fought to prevent the breakaway of the Republic of Biafra. In this video, I'll strip away the propaganda to break down the simple reason why Nigeria attacked Biafra. Look at why.
Please bear with me. The laptop was just disturbing, but bear with me. So you have listened to what our leader Mazin Nandekano said about the 100 men, right? And I believe now you are so much convinced about the composition of the 100 men and what the 100 men need to do. So having said that, I have placed the link. If you go to this broadcast on my X account, you can see the link to join the studio, because here the comment section, I don't know what's happening. The comment section is not opening, so I can place the link. So if you want to join me, check the X account. Go to the broadcast on X account and join me through that platform, because I've already placed the link there, so that you come and tell us what you think about these purported 100 men that they are singing like music this time around. Is this the actual 100 men that Mazin Nandekano said that must be committed, that must sacrifice everything sacrificable? So tell me, I need you to speak to me. I need Biafrans to come online and join me on the studio and talk about what you just heard. Because for me, I know what our leader meant when he talked about the 100 men. And the 100 men, I'm telling you right now, is in Biafran government in exile. This is where you can see the 100 men. I will take you through the 100 men list, where you can see men and women who are actively involved in the Biafran restoration project. These are the 100 men that our leader Mazin Nandekano talked about. So join me on the studio. Join me on the studio. I need you to join me on the studio. If my laptop misbehave, please bear with me. Oh. Now, so I see him. Join me on the studio and make your contribution, please. Very important. Because we must continue to demonstrate to our people our Prime Minister, His Excellency Ogechukwu Nkere, is the 100 man that is piloting the affairs as he stands right now. This is the evidence of being 100 man. This is the evidence. Somebody who can sacrifice everything sacrificable for Biafra, while others are hiding from showing their faces, from supporting Biafra. Ogechukwu Nkere, the Prime Minister, have taken it to another level in Washington, D.C. So will you look at Ogechukwu Nkere and say he's not among the 100 men? These pictures are coming with engagement, with discussions, with videos. But because we are still non-state actors, you cannot see the videos online. So will you say that what this man, our Prime Minister, is doing here have not showed how committed he is for the 100 men? So when you see the commitment of Ogechukwu Nkere with win here, his political engagement, will you now say he's not among the 100 men? Is that what you are telling us? These are the 100 men job. He's doing part of his own. His own field is that he was choosing to be a messenger in the 100 men that our leader Mazin Nnamdi Kanu prophesied about. That is his area of specialization. What about you? What is your own area of specialization? You that is among those who should be fighting for Biafra. Where did you specialize? The 100 men that our leader talked about. Among those who are contributing for Biafra, are you among those who are actively involved in the contribution for Biafran restoration? Are you actively involved in Biafran issues? Are you actively involved in the issues that affect Biafra? If you are not, then you are not among the 100 men. People who are genuinely involved, though. I'm talking about people who are genuinely involved. Not people who are enemies of the involvers, who are enemies to those who are actively involved. No. So, are you among those who were choosing to be among the 100 men? The 100 men are not people who are coming to line up and present themselves to Mazin Nnamdi Kanu and say, yes, look at me, I am 100 man. No, it is by your action we know who you are, by what you bring for Biafra, by what you do